Good morning, loves. Good morning, loves. Here we go. I'm supporting you with just a little bit of a clearing. So allow yourself to settle in. Moving around the camera, moving around my phone. We have Instagram over here. Hello, Instagram family. Hello, Facebook community. We are streaming into the Awake free expansive community. My name is Andrea Luzon. I love to state that I am a legacy liberator, that I stand for each and every one of us, feeling like our legacy is a living, breathing entity moving in and out of us at all times. That I am, that you are here for a reason, that there's an impact that you're making in the world that wouldn't exist without you. So that is really what I stand for, is that your legacy is the imprint that you're making on hearts and minds through your presence, through your words, and through your deeds. And you're all already imprinting all over the place. You're imprinting on your own mind and heart, and you're doing the same out in the world. The question is, are you imprinting from that true legacy beingness, or are you imprinting from your woundedness? Are you imprinting from a place of pain? Are you imprinting from a frozen place emotionally in time from your past? So when I say Andrea Luzon, legacy liberator, I am talking about your legacy. I'm talking about my legacy. I'm talking about the love legacy that lives in you. And simply by getting present with yourself, for being true to yourself, slowing down in time, being with you, that is really what supports us in allowing that love legacy to begin to breathe in and out of us and really be felt not only by ourselves, but by others as well. So thank you. Thank you for being here. The topic that has been bubbling up is that not everyone gets to book an energy clearing every day, or maybe not even weekly, maybe not even monthly, or maybe you've never had one. Maybe you've never had an energy alignment session. So my thought was, and I've been giving workshops on this, how can I support individuals in creating that kind of sensation for themselves? So in my work, which is Reconnective healing, it's a hands-off energy healing modality, quantum healing. What I love about it is, for me as a practitioner, what it feels like is that you get to be clear of what's not working for you. You get to come to a neutral place where everything is neutral. As a lot of us in the personal transformation field know, everything in the world is neutral. It's how we react to it that makes it feel not neutral. So getting clear, coming to neutral, and then with these two first energies, this A and B, we get to go in the direction of catalyzing towards what we want. And so the energy healing appointment is the getting clear, coming to neutral, catalyzing you into the future that you and the universe have agreed that you're headed towards. And I love to express that the energy, so many sacred triads in the world, but the energy healing appointment is a sacred triad that is practitioner, client, universe, coming together to be the perfect 33.33333 equation to make the triangle whole. I digress. So how do we bring the sensation of clearing, being and feeling neutral, and then catalyzing towards what we want in the future? And I have a program where I take women through this kind of experience. We go into, what is my vision? We release the hidden blocks that are preventing us from creating that vision. So it's vision, and then it's releasing the blocks, and then we begin to align and catalyze and move into action with our newly rediscovered passion, our newly rediscovered purpose, our newly rediscovered power. So there is a process that I get to take everyone through who wants to join that kind of program. And yet today, in this Monday morning ritual, in this Momentum Monday, where we kickstart our week, at least for me and a lot of people I know, Mondays really do feel like an energetic rebirth. And so how can I take this time with you and support you on that journey. Feeling clear, feeling neutral, and feeling like life is happening for you and you're moving in the direction that you want to go, that you're living the vision that you have set for yourself. So how can I support you with that today? And that is my goal. That is my goal. That is what we get to create together. So for a moment, I would love for you to flutter your eyelids closed. If you're not driving and you feel safe and this feels good for you, allow your eyelids to begin fluttering closed. So go ahead and allow yourself that process and begin paying attention to your breath. Just simply begin noticing your breath. Oftentimes when we notice our breath, the breaths become longer. And so I invite you to begin elongating your in-breath and elongate your out-breath. Beautiful. Keep allowing yourself that experience, that elongated breath. And as you're breathing, slowing down the breath, if your mind begins to wander, I invite you into the words, I am whole. On your next in-breath, simply say to yourself, I am whole. And if you're feeling courageous on your out-breath, say it out loud, I am whole. On your next in-breath and out-breath, I would love for you to express to yourself, I am worthy. So inhaling, I am worthy. And exhaling, say it out loud, I am worthy. And the third piece of this sacred triad is, I am divinely wise. I am divinely wise. Breathing in and breathing out those words. And to support you in coming into some clarity, feeling neutral, and catalyzing in the direction you want to go, I invite you today to stand with me and stretch, move, maybe do some shoulder rolls while we explore a fun song. 3 minutes of your life. Thank you, loves. Giving some waves on Instagram. So just allow yourself to be in your body. Allow yourself to move and dance and shake with me. So this is a song that is an homage from your soul to you. And your soul likes to call you mama. Hey, mama. And it's really an invitation to get up out of your chair if you are able to move your body freely. And if you're not able to get up right now, move what you can. Move the body parts that feel good to move right now. If there are any stretches that you know, or a favorite dance move, or anything you want to shake, just allow yourself to have that experience. So I'm going to switch the music and turn it up loud. I am going to stand up out of my chair and just allow myself to be in my body. And for a lot of us practitioners, moving the body is such an amazing way to bring that clarity and that neutral feeling in, to ground it in yourself. So I invite you to move with me today. I'm going to turn up the music. Okay.
You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you.
Yeah.
You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you. You know I need you.
Move what you can.
Mama, I need you. Come and see me, baby. You know I need you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you.
what your mama gave ya.
Mama, I need you. Come and see me, baby. You know I need you. Mama, I need you.
Elbows to fingertips. Come on. Move with me. Yes. Still moving? Outstanding. Way to show up for yourself, everyone. Way to take a risk. Way to maybe get a little uncomfortable. And yet, this stretching, when we stretch ourselves, when we get on a growth edge and we stretch, such an opportunity for us to come back into the heart, come back in connection. We're kind of seem to be talking a lot about sacred triads today, and to really be connecting with, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit. So there's just such an opportunity there to connect more deeply with ourselves. So I'm going to slow down the music. Feel free to move yourself to a chair. Maybe you want to lie down. Whatever is feeling good for you right now, go ahead and allow yourself that space. So now that you're in a comfy seated position or lying down position, allow your back to become nice and straight. Feeling like maybe there might be a fishing line that is connecting all the way through your spine, down to your tailbone, and just up the back of the scalp. And so if you gave it a little tiny tug, you would notice that your chin comes down ever so slightly and that your hips might rock back, sort of like bringing your lower ribs and your hip points closer together. So not an exertion, but simply an alignment, allowing your spine to be nice and aligned. If your arms want to hang down at your sides or be on your legs, that is great. So whatever body position is feeling good for you right now, soften your gaze or perhaps flutter your eyelids closed. Whatever is feeling good for you right now in this moment, simply allow yourself to get present. Maybe you feel your heart pounding from the movement exercise that we just explored together. Maybe you can feel your lungs expanding and contracting more quickly than they did before we started today. And again, that was so that we could explore being in the body, deepening our connection to the body, allowing ourselves to be present to the mind, the heart, the spirit, the mind, the body, and the spirit, all together, coming into alignment with our full experience. So begin to notice your breath. Feel the air expanding your lungs. Start to notice a light It was always there, but your awareness is brought to a light surrounding your heart, beaming out from your heart space. Maybe it has a certain color. But you like how it feels. Noticing this light supports you in feeling clear, feeling neutral, and feeling as though life is definitely for me. You know that your life is unfolding in perfect order, that you're on the perfect journey. So allow the light to fill up your body. All the way out to the hair follicles on your skin, all the way out to your toenails, your fingernails, the tip of your nose, the soft parts of your ears. You feel the light. Tune into how this feels for you. Do you feel yourself becoming more present? Do you feel yourself tuning in to hope, feeling hopeful? Allow the sensation to move through your body. Inhale and breathe through whatever this feeling is. Perhaps you feel kindness, warmth, acceptance, understanding. Maybe you can allow this light to be filled with trust, that you get to trust yourself. Maybe the light is filled with love. And you get to move the needle forward in loving yourself more deeply, loving your life, loving the people who are in your life just a little bit more. Maybe the light is supporting you in knowing that you have choice, that you chose to be here on this Monday morning, which may be a different time or day depending on where you are in the world, but you chose to be here in this moment, and you can apply choice all across your life. You can choose yourself. You can choose your dreams. You can choose to follow your vision. You can choose to soften when you come upon a growth edge that feels uncomfortable. So maybe the light is filled with choice for you right now. So allow all of those words to flood your body. And if you feel full, if you feel ready, then allow that light to emanate out of you. Envision someone that you love and share your light with them. Imagine wherever they are in the world right now, that your light surrounds them, possibly even emanates their body and enters their heart. Surround someone you love with this buoyant light that you noticed inside you, and you noticed that you can share it. Allow your light to expand further and envelop more people. And when you're ready, and only if you feel ready today, allow your light to envelop someone who you have felt disharmony with. Allow your light to envelop someone that you have felt disharmony with. Maybe someone you've argued with. Maybe someone you've watched from afar and you find that you disagree with. Would you be open to surrounding them with this light that is unique to you? You might have heard the Ho'oponopono prayer before. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It can be something like, I'm sorry that you're feeling the way that you're feeling. I'm sorry that you've made this choice. I'm sorry that I am part of the universal consciousness that has contributed to this choice that you've made. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Begin to bring your light back in, closer to your body. It can feel like an aura around your body, or you can decide to bring it in and just notice that it's there, lighting up your heart. Just notice that the light is inside you. Breathe in any sensations you're feeling after that exercise. Knowing that the light is yours and you get to share it with whomever you feel called. And the light is yours, connecting you to all that is. I often like to believe that the beam of light in my heart connects through my body and deep into the earth, and then high up above me, and that we are all like spokes on a wheel, each of us with our own cord of light that comes from deep in the earth and extends far beyond us into eternity. And as each of us moves, that spoke, that cord, it walks the earth with us, grounding us, connecting us to our power, to our body, to our perfect earth journey, and at the same time, connecting us to all that is, connecting us to our potential, connecting us to the purest form of who we are. So I'd love to hold that vision with you, knowing that that light is extending deep into the earth, knowing that that light is extending far beyond the atmosphere. past where the air gets thin. And yet at the same time, the light is uniquely ours. So when you're ready, welcome yourself back into the room by experiencing a smiling breath. This is an inhale through your nose where you lift the corners of your mouth and you allow yourself to smile. So keep wiggling and then begin blinking your eyelids open and closed. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that experience together. And that is bringing me back to our topic of feeling clear, feeling neutral, and feeling as though life is catalyzing in the direction that you envision. So I'd love to ground that in with you today. If you've been here before, you'll know that we often bring a journal and pen. So I have a favorite notebook and pen that I always bring to these gatherings. And I invite you to do the same. So if you need to go get that, that's okay. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and pause this video, go grab that. And if you're finding that you're struggling staying with us on these kind of journeys, on these Monday morning rituals, if you're finding that you're struggling to stay present, if you're giving in to the monkey mind or the wandering thoughts, or you're feeling very distracted, then know that there are individuals out there walking the earth that can support you. I'm one of those individuals. I have a group that starts every few months, and I refer to it as a circle. It is called the Awakening Freedom Circle, and it's really about supporting individuals ready to wake up, waking up to what's been holding them back, waking up their dreams. So many of us have forgotten how to dream. So if that is sounding interesting to you, then you can go to andrealuzon.com and you can sign up for a wisdom chat. That is a first chat with me that can really support you in looking at where you're going, looking at what's not working, and then figuring out how you get to create it. So I'd love to support you with that. For this moment, across the top of my journal, I am writing Momentum Monday. And oftentimes I write the date. So I invite you to do that as well, whatever date it is that you're watching this. For some of us, it is Memorial Day in the United States. So Monday, Memorial Day. It is also my mother's birthday. So Mom, if you're watching, happy birthday. So coming back to this experience, you have your writing utensil, you have your paper. My invitation for you is we're going to unpack or look into what do I get to clear today? Or what do I feel called? What do I feel called to clear today? That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But is there anything that's been weighing on you that simply by having a conversation with someone or maybe completing a task, though I find that those two, having a clearing conversation with yourself can often be what brings you to neutral. Simply by clearing with yourself, Andrea, that is not how I wanted to show up for you today. The avoidance or the actions or the thoughts that I was expressing to you, you deserve to be treated better than that. And I recommit to being fully present with you going forward. So a simple clearing conversation with yourself can be such a beautiful gift that you can bring yourself more towards that neutral place. So you're not expending energy, feeling stuck. So the first question, what do I feel called to clear today? And could I do that through a clearing conversation? So even just noting the words, clearing conversation, because that can be clearing with you. Clearing with ourselves is the first step before we go out into the world and be in action or be in relationship, is clearing with ourselves. So I invite you just to write down, is there a clearing conversation that I could have somewhere in my life? And is there an action? Is there an action that's been weighing on me? So by clearing that out of my energetic field, would that support me? So I also like to invite you to write the word action and maybe come back to those. Is there something I get to clear with myself or someone else? Is there an action that could support me in being more neutral and present in my journey? Okay. The second question, what could help me feel neutral today? What could help me feel neutral today? And if that question just sounds weird or nonsensical, then I invite you to look at the answer that you wrote for the first question and maybe see if in question number 2 you could deepen it. Or maybe a celebration, like, oh my goodness, I took that action. Oh my goodness, I had that clearing conversation. So now I get to celebrate. Or now I'm going to explore some self-care because I did get edgy with myself, or I stretched myself to have that clearing. And so now, to neutralize that energy, I get to really celebrate how I showed up for that first question. So celebration is something that I offer you. Is there a way you can celebrate how you showed up for question 1? And your third question, how can I accelerate? Question number 3, how can I accelerate being or getting what I want? And I want you to write being or getting. How can I accelerate being or getting? I wrote /getting, being/getting what I want. How can I accelerate being or getting what I want? And do your best not to answer from the mind right now. Really allow yourself to breathe, maybe even putting one hand on the heart. And for me, I wrote down 3 things: take risks, self-care, and slow down. You've heard the phrase slow down to speed up. Oftentimes, especially those of us doers, people with high action-oriented lifestyles, it can often feel like faster or just keep driving is the only way. And coaching I've received is, what if you slowed down and then you allow more information to come in, you allow greater confidence, and then it's like you get to slow down and then speed up, because the downloads happen, the intuition becomes more clear. Earlier we talked about, I am whole, I am worthy, I am divinely wise. It's difficult for us humans to allow the divine wisdom to come in if we're just in action all the time. If there is no slow down, if there is no childlike wonder that allows the messages to come in, then the messages are not as easily heard, because we're just so driven or we're so action oriented that we're not allowing the messages to come through. So for those of us in the recording space, I would love to hear personally, one-on-one, what came forward for you today. If you are watching online or watching a replay, please share with us any answers to the questions. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us a little bit about you. But I'd love to hear how these exercises landed. So thank you. This is Momentum Monday. your Monday morning ritual with Andrea Luzon, your legacy liberator. It is such a gift to be here with you every week, and I look forward to next time.